Well, hello, everyone. If you are listening on the radio, this is one of the times where you're going to have to go to the podcast, go to YouTube, look up Brad Pistole and Safe Money Radio, because I have a very special guest with me on the show today. For the first time ever, little 2-month-old sweet Georgia Grace Pistole is here on the show with us. Now, Papa has big plans for her that she doesn't even know about yet. And she was just wide-eyed and bushy-tailed here just a little bit ago. But those of you who are watching right now who are going, oh, my gosh, that's the most beautiful baby I've ever seen, which is true. She passed out on us here just a few minutes ago. So there's a very special reason why she's here with us. Here just in the last couple of days of December of 2023, we're welcoming in the new year and saying hello to 2024. And, you know, it's hard for all of us to go back to this time in life. We can't remember it, right? When our parents or our grandparents held us, we can't remember what it's like to be 2 months old. And we certainly can't remember ever thinking about, well, maybe I'll live to be 70 or 80 or 90 or 100 years old, which is the kind of things we talk about on this show. And today, little Georgia Grace here with us to welcome in the new year. We're going to be talking about the importance of realizing that when someone's born today, they might live to be 80, 90, or yes, even 100 years old. So Georgia Grace, say hello to everybody. Can you wave? Say, no, Papa, I'm dead asleep. So we're going to pass her on to her dad, Hunter. He's going to come over here and get her. And we're going to continue our show here, our last show of 2023 and our first show of 2024. Friends, we're so thankful that you've joined us for so many years. We are finishing our 14th year on Safe Money Radio. If you've never listened before and this is your first time, let me tell you what we talk about on this show. We talk about the importance of keeping retirement income funds safe for retirement, because you might be born and live to be 80, 90, or 100 years old. So on today's show, as we end 2023 and we start 2024, we're going to be talking about the importance of the second half of the game. We're going to be talking about the back nine, and we're going to be talking about overtime. So if you've never listened to the show before, just know you can call in at any time. Our phone number is 866-780-SAFE. That's 866-780-7233. And there's always someone standing by to take your call. And here's the deal. I've written 2 best-selling books. I've got all kinds of videos on YouTube. I've written publications and articles for magazines all across the country. You can call in anytime and get a free copy of my newest best-selling book, Bulletproof, The Safe and Secure Retirement Income Plan. Now, America's IRA expert, Ed Slott, wrote the foreword for this book, and you're going to find out why. Ed Slott is, of course, a tax guru. He's a CPA from New York. He knows tax law better than anyone on planet Earth. And he talks about why you need to be working with a specialist who understands what a tax tumor is. And a tax tumor is something we all have inside any deferred account that we have. If you have a 401k, a 403b, a TSP, a 457 plan, or pretty much anything else with letters attached to it, you're in a joint account with Uncle Sam. And that means you have tax tumors inside that account that are going to have to come out. And as Ed will say, as he just said at the end of 2023 in his update to all of us who are on his advisor group team, he said, there's never been a better time to take distributions from your tax-deferred accounts and pay the tax now, because taxes are going back up for sure in 2026. So if you're listening right now, we thank you for joining us on the show today. You can always go to the podcast. Just go to YouTube or go to Apple or go to Spotify and look up Safe Money Radio with Brad Pistole. Our number again is 866-780-7233. Just call in and ask for a free financial consultation or ask for a free copy of Bulletproof. We'll be happy to get you one. But stay with us on the show today, because we're going to be talking about something that's going to happen in 2024 that is unprecedented. Stick with us. We're going to be talking about Peak 65. Our phone number is 866-780-7233, and there's someone standing by right now to take your call. Now, friends, if you're just now joining us on the show today and you missed the first segment, You're going to have to go online and watch it because I had sweet little Georgia Grace with us on the show for the first time in her little Christmas toboggan and hat, and she passed out. She was bright-eyed and smiling. You could have seen that beautiful smile of hers, but she's gone on to take her nap. And those of you who are nearing retirement age, you know what that's like. You probably have had your Christmas turkey or your Christmas ham, and you're looking forward to the new year. You're watching football games. Hey, it's actually snowing outside today as we record this, and you're probably ready for your nap. Isn't it interesting how life starts off with us taking naps all the time? We eat and we nap, and then later in life, we eat and we nap. Someone's taking care of us at the beginning of life. Someone's taking care of us at the end of life. And that's a great segue into what we're talking about today. Because as we start 2024, here's the thing. 2024 is being referred to as what is known as Peak 65. What is Peak 65? 12,000 people a day are going to turn age 65 in 2024. That has never happened before, and it's never going to happen again. We're hitting the peak of people turning age 65. It's estimated that 4 million people will turn age 65 during 2024. Now, can you think about that for a minute? Think about the impact of what's going to occur because of this. Now, I'm not saying that everyone's going to retire at age 65 because they're not. Many people are going to continue working. I'll probably continue working on into my 70s and beyond because I love it so much. But here's the thing. A lot of people have it in their mind that 65 is when they're going to retire. So think about all the different things that happen as 12,000 people a day turn 65. The majority of those people are going to stop putting money back into their retirement accounts. The funding of their accounts is over. They're going to stop earning income. And then the exact opposite is going to happen. They're going to turn on the income streams from all these different places like Social Security. They're going to trigger it and turn it on. They're going to turn on their pension if they're blessed to have one. They're going to turn on distributions from their 401k or their IRA. Hopefully their Roth account or their cash value life insurance policy. If they've paid attention on this show, they've been saving money back in tax-free accounts. But the majority of people, we know, math doesn't lie, the majority of people, their money's going to be coming out of tax-deferred accounts like 401ks, 403bs, TSPs, IRAs. So you've had all these people, millions and millions of people that have been funding Social Security, that have been saving back into their 401ks, and now they're done. What's going to happen to those companies? Well, those companies are going to have to hire people to replace these tenured employees, and they're going to find out they're going to have to hire 2 or 3 people to do it. People that aren't going to show up at work, people who call in sick all the time, people that have this privileged mindset that the world owes them everything. The world's about to change in 2024 for lots of reasons, but as 12,000 people a day retire and they age into the Medicare process and the Social Security process and all those distributions start coming out, it's going to change the world in a lot of different ways. So here's my question today. Are you prepared for Peak 65? Are you prepared to hit that retirement age? The age you never would have thought of when you were Georgia Grace's age, when you were 2 months old, about the day that you would retire, when you stop funding your accounts and you start taking distributions, because you see, that's the day that everything changes. Your level of risk changes. Your whole mindset toward growth changes. Now it's about preservation and guarantees. And that's why so many people that have been guests on Safe Money Radio, people with their PhDs like Dr. Wade Fowle, like Dr. Michael Finke, people like world-renowned economist Tom Hegna and America's IRA expert Ed Slott, all talk about the importance of having guaranteed lifetime income when you retire. I guarantee you this, the 12,000 people a day who turn age 65 in 2024, they're not thinking about the home run that they can make in the stock market. They're thinking about now, I have to have a guaranteed paycheck every day for the rest of my life. And that can only come from something that's insured. Something like an annuity with a guaranteed lifetime income rider. That comes from an insurance company, not from a brokerage account. Friends, if you don't know how these things work, if you've never heard anything about this before, give us a call. We would love to give you a copy of my book, Bulletproof. We'd love to give you a copy of Tom Hegna's book, Don't Worry, Retire Happy. He talks about the importance of guarantees in your retirement days. So if you're one of the 12,000 people a day that's just turned age 65 and you're trying to navigate Medicare, how to sign up, how to turn on your Social Security payment, should you defer it? Should you start distributions from your IRA or your 401k or your Roth or Social Security? That's exactly what we do here. Both Hunter and myself are retirement income certified professionals through the American College of Financial Services, and we're here to help you. Call us anytime at 866-780-SAFE. That's 866-780-7233. Call and ask for a free copy of my book or Tom Hegna's book. Ask for a free financial consultation. And when we meet, we will not charge you fees. We'll meet with you absolutely free, and we'll give you a copy of our information absolutely free. It's 866-780-7233, and someone's standing by right now to take your call. Friends, if you're just now joining us on the show today, we've been talking about Happy New Year. Welcome 2024. It's time to turn the chapter, turn the page into a whole new series of events that's going to happen. It's going to be an election year. It's also going to be peak 65. The all-time high in the curve of people turning age 65 in this country. It's estimated that 12,000 people will turn age 65 every single day, and that 4 million people will turn age 65 in 2024. Just think about all the different ways that affects our world. People who retire from the workforce, people who were contributing to Social Security and paying the Social Security tax are now taking distributions from Social Security. 12,000 people a day. All the people that are turning on their pensions, that are turning on income streams, they're downsizing their houses, which could affect the children and grandchildren that are living with them. That's happening more in today's world than ever before. But people are in a different phase of life. They don't need the big home. They're trying to watch their budget. They're no longer saving. They're now taking distributions. They're downsizing their homes. They're cutting their costs. It's a really, really important time. Tom Hegna talks about this, the 3 different phases of retirement. When you first retire, you see you're in the go-go years. That's when you go and do everything you never got to do when you were working. You go see the grandkids. You take the cruise. You go play the golf courses you never got to play. You take the vacations you never took, and you go, go, go. That's why spending is at an increase, and that's the first phase. Then just a few years later, normally about 5 years later, you enter the slow-go years. And when you've gone and done everything under the sun that you want to do, you tend to slow things down. Like you don't go on 10 vacations a year. Maybe you go on 2 or 3. Maybe you have the grandkids and the kids come visit you at your place instead of you traveling to them. Things seem to slow down, and your spending slows down too. Then you enter the last phase, and that last phase is the no-go years. The no-go years are where you really just don't travel much anymore. You don't go anywhere. And a lot of times that may be because you're in assisted living, or you're in a nursing home, or you simply cannot go anywhere and do anything. Someone's coming to take care of you. Maybe your children move back in with you, or you move in with them because you need someone to take care of you. Those are the 3 phases of retirement, friends. It's the go-go years, the slow-go years, and the no-go years. And that is synonymous with this, the second half of the game. You know, we focus on the first half. We focus on living for now, all these you only live once, YOLO, right? And we fail to think about when we hit retirement age, or like 2024, peak 65, when 12,000 people a day are turning age 65, we don't realize that that is just beginning the second half of the game. People are going to be retired for 25, 35, 40 years. You think about that? How many people do you know? How many stories do you see on the news about someone that just turned age 100? I had an aunt pass away this last year that was 102 years old. That means she was retired for 40 years. She was on Social Security for 40 years. So friends, the second half of the game is very important. I was a college golfer. Many of you have seen me interview Tom Hegna. He loves golf. He plays golf all the time. We talk about the importance of the back nine. Just this last week, Tom Hegna texted me and he said, hey, I'm in a tournament today. I double bogeyed the first hole. I bogeyed the fourth hole, but I'm 1 under through 14. And I was like, hey, it's not how you drive, it's how you arrive, right? It's how you putt. It's the short game. It's the importance of the back nine. It's how you finish that counts. And friends, if you've got your money in accounts that are earmarked as retirement accounts that are not protected from risk, loss, and fees, you're setting yourself up for a very bad back nine. We don't have to go back very far in history to look at Super Bowls to find out it doesn't matter who had the lead through 3 quarters in 10 minutes or even 3 quarters in 14 minutes. People lose the game in the last 3 to 5 seconds of the game. It's how you finish the game that matters. And that's why guarantees in retirement matter. You need to make sure a significant portion of your retirement income is Social Security, pensions, and guaranteed lifetime income from annuities through insurance companies. Now, a lot of people don't have pensions, and a lot of people don't have as much income as they would like from Social Security. That means that third bucket of guaranteed lifetime income from an annuity with an income rider is critically important. And we can talk to you about how to do this, how to do a rollover that's not taxable, how to do a direct trustee-to-trustee transfer from a brokerage account or something that fluctuates up and down with the market, and how to move it into something that's guaranteed, something that's contractually guaranteed to pay you for the rest of your life. That's why we talk about the importance of things like annuities with income riders. That's why we talk about protecting your estate with guarantees like permanent cash value life insurance. I guarantee you on the day that you die, the most important question from your heirs is going to be, how much life insurance did they have? Was their account, was their income protected to pass on to their spouse? We focus on these things here at Safe Money Radio. We are retirement income certified professionals. So just call us anytime at 866-780-7233 and ask for our free information. We will talk to you about the back nine of life. We will talk to you about finishing strong. We will talk to you about what happens if you go into overtime. What if you live to be 85, 90, 95, 100? You're going to wish, you're going to want your income to be in something that's guaranteed to pay you for the rest of your life. And we can show you exactly how to do that. Call in and ask for a free copy of my best-selling book, Bulletproof, The Safe and Secure Retirement Income Plan. We talk about this in the book. Or ask for my Safe Money Kit that explains exactly how this works. It's backed up by information with people who have their PhDs, Dr. Wade Fowle, Dr. Michael Finka. Call in anytime, 866-780-7233, and ask for our free information. And we want to wish all of you a happy new year and a blessed 2024. Thanks for listening.